Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Clone Wars Season 3, Episode 16. So, just a few updates real quick here, guys. I did get new headphones, I did get new lighting setup, not new lights, they're the same lights, but just a quick rundown. I had a light behind my monitor that I'm normally looking at this monitor right here, and there was a light directly behind it shining in my eyes, and I was never a fan of it. But I put up with it while I was watching shows. I've been streaming on Twitch a bit more. Links to that in the description if you want to see me play some games. I'm not always live, but I try to get some time in every day at least. But yeah, either way, I've now moved it. I got a new stand, so now it's over here. It's out of my eyes. I started streaming on Twitch and using the light a lot more to keep the camera on a lot more. So instead of just having it in my eyes for a couple episodes or something, it's in my eyes a lot longer while I stream for hours on end playing games. So I finally moved it, and then so I'm being lit by the one over here and the one over there behind me. So now I can watch shows without light being in my eyes, at least not as much. So, um, let me know what you guys think. I had it dimmer than this before, for my stream, but I don't think it looked as good for my recordings, so I brightened the lights up a little bit. They can be brightened by about 20% more. So let me know what you guys think about the lighting and all that. See if there's any issues. But that should be the other stuff that changed. Last episode was a crazy one. We got put in this like pocket dimension, pocket universe sort of place where these force wielders, they called themselves, very powerful, kind of locked themselves away to contain their power. The father is keeping the daughter and son in check. They wanted Anakin, thinking he is this chosen one, to take the place of the father because he's dying, and Anakin has refused, and then they were just leaving. So I'm uh I'm very curious to see if it comes back. I will say, I think I saw the daughter in the thumbnail for this episode, so I think we are continuing. I don't want to sit here and pretend and be like, oh, I wonder if we're going to see more of that someday. So I think there is going to be some kind of continuation. I just have no idea what it's going to be. So, yeah. Either way, very cool, and I can't wait to see more. So let's jump into this and see what happens. We're going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. I also didn't mention that my headphones are wireless, so I have like full range of motion. He who surrenders hope surrenders life. My old cable, I could like go like this far back, and that was as much, but now I can just like freely move. Ahsoka Tano. Mm-hmm. More powerful than anything they've seen before, yet Anakin was able to control them. Thanks, show. Or so they think. Also, Anakin's mom was the same voice actress from the movie. That was really cool to find out. Or the voice actress is the same actress from the movie. Himself. Hmm. Well... Oh, what makes you any different? You're gonna... I don't know. Destroy both. Don't get so offended by being Sith. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Is this still a dream? Or no? Oh, shit. Well... He had no idea anything was happening. Damn. Be funny if he just woke up in the bed again. Very intense flying. Oh shit. Oh damn. Oh, into the fall. Oh shit. Damn, that thing can whip. Oh, not enough though. Well, jeez. The way that looked through the window of the cockpit was actually pretty cool. I liked the way that was done. Well, to the giant tower. Hmm. Well, who are you? Are you a prisoner then? Little creeper. I don't like you. Get out of here. Oh, how'd you get back down there? What a creepy little, like, voice. It's got, like, a soft kind of creepiness to it. What? You little shit. What? Oh, you little shit. You could have just did that while she was locked up. Why'd you have to free her and then bite her? Oh, what's up there? Are they aware of what's going on? Oh, he's back. Hmm. Oh shit! Red Force Lightning. Well, damn. You stumbled upon some shit, Obi-Wan. I don't know if he's dead yet, but might have accelerated his timetable a bit. Hmm. Alright. What is this? Hmm. Oh. What? Some kind of weapon? Is it a lightsaber? Of course it is. Oh, it's just like, interesting. Like, manifested in his hand, so not a lightsaber. That was kind of neat. I expected it to be. I thought that was just a crazy lightsaber hilt. Only thing I don't understand is why did she's being manipulated, right? Oh boy. I'm gonna write down what I wanted to talk about. Hmm. Jeez. Well, damn. Is her strength enhanced at all? Oh, okay. Well, we're here now. Hmm. Jeez. Hmm. Eh. Pretty presumptuous of you. Yeah. I mean, nice. That low slash looked pretty close. That was cool. Oh, Obi-Wan came out. How do you stop her? Because obviously you can't just lob off some limbs. Well, ooh. She's not supposed to use it. She's using it back, though. All that motion just kind of pick him up and toss him a little bit. But it's fine. Oh. Daddy's awake. Is he in any condition to move and come help? You gotta somehow, like... Oh, that was cool. Ah. Okay. So is he not aware of it yet? Is only the... Oh, cool. That was some freaking... Iroh shit. Man, we need to develop a defense against Force Lightning. Everyone just freaking tanks it. And he transforms now, yep. Monster fight! Oh, well, that didn't last long. Oh. Yeah, see that? Do that more. Oh. Daddy had some wings, too. Oh, shit. There you go. That's not good. Jeez, just gonna kill him? Guys, do something! Oh, well, shit. It's gonna use it on the father, right? Or does Ahsoka have control? Hmm. Damn it! Oh, I was hoping that she had control near the end there or something. That's not good. Well, shit. She's gonna jump in the way. Damn it! So typical. Man, he lost his shit real quick there. This is a little cliche, I will say. I'm enjoying it, but it's just a little cliche. Damn. She used the last bit of energy to help. Maybe. Is that conduit? Damn. Hey. Alright, cool. She's back. Okay. What? Well, that's not good. Well, that's interesting. Okay. That is it, guys, for episode 16. That was a good episode. Let's just talk because I like the episode. There was just a couple of moments that were I wasn't a big fan of the fight against the brother and the sister. It was kind of like I guess I kind of understand. I've always said, like, why don't they use the Force more in their fights? I think there could have been a cooler way to do it, though, but they kind of just flung each other around a little bit, you know? and then they went to their big forms to fight and just kind of ran into each other like one time, and then her form dropped. So I don't know. It's just it wasn't that exciting. And then I feel like the repercussions of the actions were reacted upon very quickly, if that makes sense. Like, there was something very cliche and quick with the fact that she jumped in front of the blade and he was instantly like, no, and flew off, you know? Like, I felt like there could have been a time where he took like 20 seconds or something, like realizing what he had done, but it felt like he had already processed what he had done by the time he had stabbed her, and then just like freaked out and flew off, right? It just felt like such a quick reaction that it kind of felt like staged in a way, if that makes sense. I don't know. There was something about the way the brother and the sister behaved that just felt off to me. Um, the rest of it, like Anakin versus Ahsoka, I liked that bits, and I mean, even though it's very cliched, where like you know your partner becomes like evil for a moment, and you have to fight them. That's also very cliched, but I thought the fight was good and stuff like that. So, but but yeah, there's also the fact that the balance of their galaxy like is dependent on what happens here. That's so my question is, he said the Sith have gained strength. Now, have the Sith gained strength because the brother has left and is falling into the dark side, so he is essentially becoming Sith, so that gives them another person? Is it as simple as that? Or does it mean that now that the light is fading and the darkness is growing, does like Palpatine and Dooku and stuff like that, do they quite literally gain strength? Like do they themselves become stronger? Or are they only stronger because they have one more member of their team, right? I guess that's what I'm curious of, because my initial reaction was, oh, like they actually become physically stronger, more powerful, and stuff like that. Uh, but that's like pretty crazy that the power level is so high here that it's able to balance like the scales of the galaxy. Like he said, like war is gonna become more worry. Sorry, more crazy here in the future coming up because of this change. So I don't know. It's it's certainly interesting. I'm not sure why the brothers started doing all this now. Like they said ever since you came here, he now realizes that like it's almost like he didn't know about like the dark side and stuff until the Jedi came here. And now that he's become aware of it, he knows of a way to become stronger. Or maybe, you know what, maybe it's something like when you're growing up, you think you really like idolize your parents, right? Maybe it's a situation like that, and he really idolized his dad and all that, and he never thought, like, you never think you can be stronger than your dad, right? So maybe that was a thing where he never realized that he could gain that kind of strength until Obi-Wan and then came, and Anakin used his power to subdue the brother, and then the brother is like, oh, so there's other people in the world that are strong. That means I can be strong too. Maybe it's something like that, and he had that kind of realization of like, oh, now I can become stronger, and he gave into the dark side because it's like a quick and easy way to become stronger kind of thing, it seems like, in this universe. So, um, interesting. That's kind of my take on it, because I didn't really understand it at first when they were like, oh, since you guys arrived, I've realized like what I can do and things like that. It's like, so have you been, and it seems like he's been harboring these feelings all along, but he just didn't have the means to do it. And I was like, well, what about them coming here has given them the means to do it? I'm not sure, but yeah, the voice for the little creature, I don't know if that was a, I mean, I'm guessing that wasn't Sam Witwer, right? Did they give it a voice? Um, man, I guess they didn't give it a voice. Either that. Oh, wait, what happened? No, I don't want to go to the next episode. Go back. It's not even going back. Um, but yeah, it wasn't, yeah, there's no more voices after that. So either they just didn't bother giving the voice a credit, or it actually was like Sam Witwer or something like that doing it. Um, Interesting. It was like a very creepy voice though. Whenever you have one of those like very calm and soft spoken, but then they start doing like weird stuff. I don't know. The way it was done, it was good because it was just so creepy. uh, but but yeah. What else? What else? What else happened? I mean, it sucks that the light side, the daughter, seems to be dead. Gave her last bit of energy to save Ahsoka, which is good though. Ahsoka, I mean, if it wasn't for that, would have been lost forever. Granted, unfortunately, I know that there's like I believe Ahsoka is based on her being an adult and stuff like that. I think. I don't know for sure, but like the TV show. So I had a feeling she'd get out of this. Um, but yeah, the use of the blade, like that was very like I feel like there's always so much more that our characters can do. That's another thing, is like sometimes it's hard to watch because it has like I mean, maybe all of Star Wars is like this, but maybe it's like escalated a little bit in the cartoon because it is a cartoon, you know, directed maybe slightly more geared towards kids kind of thing. Um, but it feels like it has a little bit of that dramatic timing where like the characters just kind of stood around while he got the sword. Like why not go after him? You had so much time to go and like try and fight him and stuff, and like stop Ahsoka from giving it to him, and stop him from stabbing the father. Like the daughter had time to run in and get in between the blades. So are you telling me you can't get in and try to like stab him in the back and force him to defend himself and stop it from happening? So it's one of those things where it felt like it happened only because the writing wanted it to happen and not because the characters had no other choice. Like maybe have the brother be so powerful that he's holding both of them down with the force or something like that, and they don't have enough force power to get themselves free while he like is channeling the force on them, takes the blade and stabs his father, right? Like do something like that so it doesn't just feel like they stood there doing nothing. And I feel like that happens a lot when we're watching this, where the characters just kind of stand there and they're like, oh no, wait, oh no, oh well, so but it is what it is. Overall, I think the arc is interesting with how powerful these entities are. It's really interesting when you start getting into some extremely powerful entities and the repercussions of what their existence even means on the universe and things like that. So I think the storyline is super interesting and all that. And I wonder, is this going to be something like, do we deal with the sun? Do we keep going forward now to deal with the sun, or do we take a step back and like we have to wait until we find him again in the future? Once again, it seems like we always kind of solve the problems before we wrap up for the most part. Obviously, Savage Opress, we had our first, maybe not the first time, but a very recent instance where he's still out there and doing things. He hasn't been wrapped up yet, so it is possible that we step away from this, but it's also possible that next episode, well, no, actually the father said you have to like get to your ship before he gets away or something like that, right? But their ship also crashed, so I'm a little bit confused by that, unless I misunderstood. I might not have heard it right. Maybe I also don't think I had subtitles on for this episode, which is my bad. That usually helps. Oh, maybe I did. Maybe I just didn't do a good job of reading them this time. Usually that helps me with things like that, but Um, yeah, war should escalate. As my son has descended on the dark side, so have the Sith gained strength. We will stop your son. You must go now. He needs your ship to leave the planet. You must, yeah, you must leave before you can take it. So apparently their ship can maybe still fly. I thought it crashed, or maybe it's fixable or something. So yeah, we're probably continuing. We're probably going into next episode where they try to get to their ship and leave and end up having to like fight him or something. So he has no way, even though he's capable of flying, I guess he's not capable of surviving in the vacuum of space if he leaves that like diamond thing that they flew into, right? So, um, and there's apparently no other ships here or anything. So so it's probably going to be a fight over the ship here coming up. So yeah, that's probably I forgot that part. So yeah, we most definitely will be continuing. So anyway, yeah, it was a fun episode. Like I said, obviously there was some jank parts, but it is a cartoon and it is on the older side and things like that. So I expect things like this. I actually think the cartoon has been way better than my expectations. Like, I obviously knew Star Wars stuff was good, but I heard there was like mixed opinions on whether people like Clone Wars or not and stuff like that. So going into it, I went in with a bit of healthy skepticism, and I feel like it's been far more entertaining than I thought it would be. And I heard that some of the earlier seasons are some of like the slower stuff, and the further we get in, the better it gets and everything too. So either way, regardless, like I said, I still enjoyed it for what it was. I just like to address some of the jank stuff. I don't like to just ignore it. So, but yeah, can't wait to watch more and see how this arc wraps itself up here in who knows how many episodes. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. 2 episodes ahead through the early access tier as usual. Links in the description below. I also am streaming on Twitch more, as I mentioned, I think, towards the start of the video. So links in the description for that as well if you want to see me play some games. I'm playing Path of Exile 2 at the moment. If you just want to stop in and say hi or whatever, go for it. If not, that's fine too. You can also catch, I think I already mentioned the 2 extra episodes through Patreon, right? Check that out if you're interested. Patreon show tier has more shows that aren't even released to YouTube yet. All that, description below, popping up on the screen. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.